apply, like we've been talking about it already for a little bit, and now we can like, um, get everything settled and stuff. Hold on, let me.
Oh, quick question from CVOJA Kavoja
Yeah.
about Curious Glimmerroot. I saw that during our stream too. Sorry we didn't
Okay.
answer it right away. I think Curious Glimmerroot is good for Priest because it serves two purposes. It's a minion you can play early, and it's a 2-for-1. The one thing that makes it even better right now is that the pool of cards is very small. So you're more easily able to choose the card, I think, because there's just so many less cards right now than compared to any other time, any other number of sets that are out there.
Share screen.
So, and then Skelly, thanks for the. That was awesome when you mentioned it passes Kellen's vanilla test too, because you said that right after I said that it passes the vanilla test too. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
It's exactly on time.
All right. You can see the screen.
Yes, I can.
All right.
Oh, I need your hashtag for.
Oh yeah. You can Kellerar1429. You put it in there. I'm gonna adjust this so you guys can see the cards a little better. I need to figure out a more easy way to do what I do with this, but I just moved this. I literally just moved the screen over. Man, yeah, that went really well. I enjoyed that discussion. I think it was good. I mean, honestly, the great thing is me and Kellen, we didn't even really, we prepped it like what we were going to talk about, but it's all pretty like organic, I guess is the word to use, because we just kind of like go with it. So
yeah, there's nothing rehearsed or anything. It's kind of just our thoughts.
yeah. You're a little bit there. Okay.
Priest.
Right.
Let's do it.
Oh, I didn't get to. I wanted to talk about Psychic Scream a little bit. I missed that.
Oh shoot, that's right. We've missed Psychic Scream.
That's okay. It's not a big deal.
One of the problems about organic discussion.
Yeah. There's no vote thing. Don't put the votes in. You guys can, if you want to join, you can go to this draft link and you can vote from there if you're interested. This is a pretty easy Sunwalker for me.
Oh yeah, I think so. It fits the bill of being a 2-for-1 because it has a normal body plus the Divine Shield body.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those nice taunt minions that helps you get to the late game. So
yeah. Kind of surprised. Some of the I mean, I do feel like the buckets are a little bit better than before. Like I feel like I'm able to have a little more freedom in my drafting.
So before. I would say I actually think this is a really good example of where buckets are kind of weird.
Yeah.
Those two cards on the right, the Creeper and the Beast, the Night Prowler, those cards are really kind of feast or famine, right? They're insane or they're pretty bad. And, so they're interesting. But then you come to a slightly above average card like Sunwalker, and I think the other cards get skewed to the high end because of how good they are when they're good.
Psychic Scream is definitely good, but in all honesty, what I was trying to say, CK Treat, is that I guess we can talk about it briefly now. I don't want to like completely blow the draft up, but I do want to talk about it. I feel like and maybe this is just me and my style, but I feel like it's much harder to draft based on what it's up against, based on the meta. Like, what I see it up against is, like, Mind Control and honestly, like, Psychic Scream helps you get off the board. Maybe Mind Control's not a good example. But, like, I don't know. Like,
let's say you have Duskbreaker with 2 dragons versus Psychic Scream. I actually think then Duskbreaker becomes a really strong consideration because you need to take the board early. And you can be dead by 7 against a paladin or something.
Yeah. Would you take the Ventrico here?
I think I'd take Ventrico. I like it.
Yeah.
I think Ticking Abomination is perfectly reasonable too in Priest, but I like Ventrico more overall. Just I think you're gonna be able to heal it up and use it.
Here's a good example.
Yeah, I think the power level between Mind Control and Free From Ember is pretty close. I'm actually not sure. I might lean towards Free From Ember because it's slightly cheaper, so we can cast it in more games. But it might just be Mind Control because it's our first one and it's like early in the draft.
Yeah, I think you could even make an argument, as crazy as it sounds, for Scalebane in some ways. I'm not saying you would take it, but
if we didn't have a 5 and a 6 already, maybe
exactly. Because like it opens up Dragon Synergy, which and it also it's also like a win condition on its own.
Right.
But I don't think it's the pick here. I'm just saying that I always try to talk to my chat, at least, that like I don't think it's ever like 100% one thing or 100% another. I think you need to try to consider all cards, even if it's the worst card, just to see like what it does for your deck. So I'm okay with mind control if you want to.
I think I like our mind control here. Yeah.
Okay.
There's enough giant minions out
this
there.
is
Oh, cool. I think this is one of those times where we take Spirit Lash because
I agree.
Because it's one of those early game cards, just like we were talking about. Even though the other two cards are both more powerful than Spirit
Yeah.
Lash, I think this is where you have to take those cards that help
And
you.
you don't really get a lot of value from Stormwind and Priest. If you're lucky, if you have like 1 or 2 minions on board at a time, so it doesn't really have that swing that it does in like other classes. So I like the Spirit Lash.
Me too.
Oh,
baby, there's my
baby.
pain. That's that Shadow Word Pain.
Oh my god.
This is like, well, yeah. These are three of the best cards right now. They're all in the top, 15 Priest cards. I think I like the Shadow Word Pain, even though Soul Priest is fantastic. I don't think we have enough guaranteed ways I don't think we have enough ways to deal with early board presence.
Yeah, and Pain can be even like there's some cards it can take out that are like upwards of 6-7 mana. So like, I like it.
Me too. Priest, so I think it's Giant Wasp. I don't like Inquisitor in Priest.
Yeah.
Or in any class, but I really don't like it in Priest.
Well,
and I don't like Valkyr because we have a 5 and a again we have a 5 and a 6 already.
And Wasp does, and what I've noticed over time, and it's not always true, but like even against good players, like Wasp slows the game down. Like they can't just give you like their premium 4-drop. They might do it if they have a really good curve afterwards, but generally like they're gonna slow down to respond to this card, and the bad players are gonna slow down even more, and those games you're really going to win with this card. I just always love the reaction to this card. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't got to... I actually am just... I'm not saying it's Divine Hymn, but I have not got to I haven't even thought about taking that card yet. It's interesting.
I have. It's been better against me than I expected, but I still think it's Tiger.
I like Tiger. It does because it's stealth, it's so good. Hey, thanks for the other 100 bits, Chrome for Legend. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. You get some...
I like that. The Tiger, you can heal it up, and it's just a solid dude. Mm-hmm. Okay, this one's tough, because now we get to decide, do we want a late game minion, or do we want one of our value cards?
Yeah, you know why this one's tough is because Boulder Fist is kind of a really nice big card for Priest because of its high health total. Like, it's kind of one of the cards you're looking for as a late game card in that slot, but
why does the arena pick want you to take Eternal Servitude?
I don't. It's just the whatever the way that the Lightforge has it numbered. I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean I've taken Servitude in some decks, and honestly, because it's a Discover, it's actually usually fairly good.
It's not
but it's
bad.
No, but
huh.
Yeah. I kind of feel like this is like the time you can squeeze a Devour Mind in.
I think so too.
But it's tough. It's not an easy one, but I think it's right.
I'm worried that if we take Boulder Fist Ogre, we're going to end up with a lot of really solid, just normal minions like Ventrico, Stranglethorn, Boulder Fist, and not enough ways to beat somebody who has a more powerful.
Because like if we take the Devour Mind now, and then we see Thoughtsteal up against like a premium 2 or 3 drop, we can like skip the Thoughtsteal. You know what I mean?
I like that. Yeah, I think we take the Devour Mind here. It gets us. It's our now we're good on those type of cards now though. We don't need any more.
No.
I mean, Elixir's the best card here.
Yes.
Is it better than Shroom for our deck?
We don't need the Nesting Rock because we already have some. We're probably going to get more taunts too, and that's not a guaranteed taunt.
Right.
I'm just saying why I'm not looking at that one.
Sure. This is tough because we have nothing to put the Elixir on right now. That's what is worrying me.
Yeah, Wasp is okay, like on 3 because if you get the copy one, it's decent.
Oh god, that's crazy.
And it's pretty good on Tiger. Like those 2 cards, it has some synergy with.
I'm just concerned that if we're not putting it on something on turn 3 or 4, we're gonna be doing that thing we were talking about in the show about having all these cards in our hand that we can't play and don't affect the board.
I think my question here would be, because I used to draft a little more in the mindset you're saying, but now I kind of draft knowing what I want to take. So like, are we gonna focus on getting a couple 1s and 2s? Because if we are, then like it's okay to take this. You know what I mean?
Like,
are.
And
so like,
so I think we do take Elixir because our goal is to have those the 2-mana 2/3s and the whatever element, the North Shore Clerics and all that stuff.
I think the Brewers
I think
is the
since
safe
we want
pick.
to draft that already. Yeah.
Brewers is a safe pick, but I really want to grab. I think this card is also difficult to get in your deck.
Oh man. I guess Piper. That's rough.
Yeah, Piper's been pretty good for me. It's not like amazing, but it does cycle your deck.
Yeah, it's another 2-for-1, which we do need a few of more. We're not done on 2-for-1s, but it's one of the 2-for-1s that affects the board somewhat too.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You really don't like this? I'm just trying to think about this card. We don't have it yet, but like,
It's not a bad card. It's just not a good card, and I don't see us. We don't have any exciting Coffin Crusher or Synergy right now.
Yeah, that's okay. I want to try the Piper more.
Kvoja, I think you probably should take Tyrion, but it depends on your list. Okay, so now I like Crawler.
Yes. This is exactly what we were talking about. Like, we took the Elixir knowing that when this kind of pick came up, we were not going to be greedy. You know what I mean? Right. Like, you kind of decide that you're going to...
Yeah, the Doctor's probably better, but not what we're looking for right now. Oh. I gotta tell you, Mirage Caller is one of my favorite cards. So, talk me down.
Okay, well, I mean... For this is my backwards thinking process. I would never take Devour here, no matter what the other two cards were, because like Devour is just not. We do not want to double Devour Mind deck. Crusher, I like this card more than. There's a lot of people that don't like it. I'm one of the fans of it. Like, I like the way that it makes. I guess I like taking cards that make people play weird, and this is one of them.
I agree.
So like, it's a nice big target, and it's a lot of pressure. And it's pretty cheap for what it does, because like if it value, like it used to just eat bog creepers. Remember, like, you know what I mean? Like,
God, I do.
Like, remember. I mean, like that. I mean, I can't think of a card that's an example in the meta right now, but like that's what it does. You know what I mean? It just eats these huge cards, and doesn't even die.
I'm trying to think of. So yeah, I definitely think Frozen Crusher is the best card for right now. Mm-hmm. I want to know: is there enough stuff in our deck, and do we expect to take enough things that Mirage Caller will be a higher?
I mean, I want to be taking the when we took the what did we take over the
Crystalline?
I'm the Shadow Word Pain pick. I almost wanted to take the Oracle, but I honestly, I like Mirage Caller. I'm okay with taking it. It's good for early stuff, and we already have some.
We have Giant Wasp. That's the main thing. We also have Sunwalker too. So
and we can
take it.
We can also do elixirs where like you get a death rattle and like
it is really good with elixir too.
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's take Mirage Caller. I think we're probably supposed to take Frozen Crusher, but I just love that card.
That's fine. Is this where we take the Divine Hymn?
Oh no.
Maybe.
So because we took the Mirage Caller, Necrotic Geist goes up in value a little bit.
Yes, that's true.
Does it go up enough? I mean, is Quartz Elemental ever a way we're going to win a game? It's a fine card. I see we have a lot of 5s already. Mm-hmm. I kind of like taking Geist here. If we keep taking small stuff, it's a way to win the game, and we just need a win condition that isn't expensive. I kind of like Necrotic Geist for that.
Okay, let's go. It's hard for me to take this card, the Quartz Elemental. I don't know.
It hasn't been good when played against me, and I've had it once, and it was so much mana. It was so mana intensive to keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's more like a 5-mana removal, but if they have, like, for instance, like, my example that I always think about with this card is, like, let's say I play this, and then I'm playing a mage, right? And the mage, like, his play, because maybe he has an awkward play, he just has the mana to be able to ping this thing. So, like, it helps him like do something, right? And then I'm forced to have to do something back to even get anything out of it. You know what I mean? So like it's just hard for me to understand the value in this card. I mean it's because like in that instance it doesn't even become a 5-mana 5 damage removal. It's like I need to be a 7 damage to do 5 because I have to like react and like damage, undamage it. But I'm okay. Let's go with Geist.
Also, Geist is good with Mirage Caller, just because.
Yeah.
Um,
So I don't think it's Holy Water.
I don't think it's Holy Water. No, I think it's close between the other two.
Yes. It might be nice to get a little cycle in the deck other than like. We do have some cycle with the Piper, but I don't know. The Shelf Razor's also interesting here.
I think we have to take the Shield because it's just so much better. But Shell Razor really is good in our deck.
I don't know.
You know what? Shell Razor might be it. I think it's really good in our deck. Like, we don't have 4s. It's a taunt, which we need. It's a big taunt. It works with Mirage Caller. It's good with Elixir.
Yes.
It protects Geist. I actually think it's the Shell Razor.
I like the Shell Razor. Myself.
Weird.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're talking about this, because I think I would have just auto-picked the Shield, so nice. Pain.
Yeah, pain.
I just always take it. It's so good right now. It helps you not lose. I mean, what else do you want? Ooh.
Oh, baby. Well, as much as I love Sludge, it can't be in this deck. Oh, man.
So, Harvest Golem is insane with both Geist and Mirage Caller. It's also really good with Elixirs that spawn a copy, and it's also a sticky minion, so your opponent's forced to deal with it twice, so it's going to help you stall out the early game. I love it.
Yeah, it's exactly the 2-for-1s we were talking about, kind of.
Yep. And it's even a tempo card because it actually beats the rule.
Oh, here we go. Here's one of those bad buckets. We're not going to feel bad about it. We're just going to...
It's a bad bucket, and we actually have a way to use it in a nice way. The Night Howler isn't bad in our deck because it is, but we need a 4-drop, and we actually have a buff spell for it too.
Yeah.
Cool.
You might be able to consider the Blood Sail just because of all the weapons, but
sure.
I still like that pick. I think I like Defender.
Yeah, I mean, our deck has ways to generate minions, so Defender's probably pretty good. Lightspawn, we don't have any way to make it better than it normally is, so...
Yeah, I feel like with Defender, I mean, with Lightspawn, that's a card that I call this a... what do you call it? What's the best word to use? It's like a card you have to manage. Like,
yeah. Kind of like the Quartz Elemental.
Yeah. Defender's... Yeah, I think Defender's good enough. It'll give us some taunts. It might be good with Geist. Yeah.
I think it's great. Yeah, I like it a lot. Okay.
I think we just take the... Do we ever just take the Croc here?
I'm wondering. I kind of like the Croc because of our Mirage Caller and our Elixir.
Because it
gives
lives,
us a 2-drop that will live.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. I think so.
I like our co-ops. I think the same. Ooh, baby.
Oh, baby.
All right. I think it has to be the Oracle.
I think so too. It's exactly what our deck wants. It's exactly. I mean, I would love to take Curious Glimmer.
Me too.
We don't really need the 3, but Oracle's perfect for what we're doing.
Yeah, gives us some value. It gives us targets for that.
Works with Defender, Geist.
It's good with the Elixir.
Yeah. Shadow. Oh man. Okay.
We went with this one. We can talk about.
This one is a discussion. The third Shadow Word Pain is where you start to be like, okay, do we really need it?
I kind of like this thinking another Oracle, honestly.
With Elixir and Mirage Caller and Necrotic Geist and Defender, man, there's a lot of ways to take advantage of having a bunch of small minions.
And you don't really need the Power Word Shield when you're generating value. You know what I mean?
Our minions.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say our minions want to die. We want them to die so that they can get us the value from either their death threat or whatever. So I think Shield is not as good in our deck as it might normally be. I'm really excited about taking an Oracle here.
Me too.
Even though I think Shadow Word Pain is the better card most of the time.
We have 2 elementals for the Lizard.
I still like Novice Engineer, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
It gives us something to do on 2, and then we can... we really need something in play from Mirage Caller on 3, if that's our 3-drop.
But we also need a lot more 3s. I kind of like the Lizard here, honestly.
Do we need a lot more 3s?
I mean... We only
don't have that many.
We only have Mirage Caller and Elixir are not really 3s that we can just throw down. I mean, we can play Mirage as a 3 and just get a 1/1 out of it, but it's not one we feel comfortable we can just slam this down. And with double Oracle, we're probably gonna take another Oracle if we see it. We're probably gonna hit this a lot.
Okay. I'm convinced. I think I'd probably take Novice, but I'd like to try the Lizard.
Okay.
This is a really good 3-drop in this deck, but we can totally take a 6 here.
Yeah, and it's a Death Rattle again. Same principle. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in. Oh.
Oh, rock pool, right?
So we could, well, I don't know. We could totally go for the late game Squashling or the. I don't think we need the curve Grim Necro.
No, I agree with the not needing the Grim Necro.
Squashling is interesting because it is really good in the late game, and we don't have a lot of late game ways to spend our mana outside of just churning through cards with Crystalline Oracle and stuff.
Could create a wall of minions for Geist as well.
Yeah, I think I like Squashling.
Okay, I want to try this card, and I feel like this is not a bad time to try. So I like this.
Right, we already have 2/2 mana 2/3s.
I haven't really been able to take this card like at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, this one's fun. Ooh, I like this pick.
So we have a lot of good early game, and we only have the Devour Mind. I think we could totally take Thoughtsteal here. Between the 2 Shadow Word Pains, the Spirit Lash we already have, and all the actual early game minions, I kind of like Thoughtsteal.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm like semi-leaning another Lash, but I'm not... It's not so much that I'm not against... Like, it's not like really that far apart for me. You know what I mean?
My concern is that like we have a lot of good early game now with all the Shadow Word Pains and stuff. I would be worried that we don't have enough stuff to do later.
Okay.
And if you look at our late game, it stops at 6 and we have 1 mind control.
Right.
I think Devour Mind and Thoughtsteal is all we would.
And Thoughtsteal might give us some, since we don't need board clears. It is true, even though this is a board clear, but a lot of times this board clear isn't enough. And Thoughtsteal and Devour might give us some answers.
Yeah. So I think so.
Yeah, I agree. It was close for me.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy pick.
Shadow Pain? Shadow Madness?
Yeah, I think we can Shadow. It's kind of an AoE. It's a 2-for-1. We're good on attrition, so I think we can go. I think we can go for 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Honestly, Temple Enforcer might have been the pick.
Interesting.
So I think most of the time it's supposed to be Corpse Raiser, but I could see taking Servant.
Yes.
I think we should just take the Corpse Raiser though. We only have 2 elementals.
Yeah, this will do more for us. Yeah, I agree.
Shadow Essence is decent in our deck, right?
Yeah.
Night Howler, Tiger, Sunwalker, Geist, double Crystalline Oracle, Golem. It's not a bad 6. Circle of Healing doesn't really do much for us. I don't see us figuring that one out.
Yeah, I guess it's Essence. Yeah, there's some targets.
Oh, it's Shell Razor. Yeah, we actually have quite a few. Cool.
Yeah.
Oof. Dire Mole, I guess. Not that bad in our deck.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Dire Mole.
Okay. Pretty sad pack, but whatever. And then, ooh, what a great last pick.
We kind of need, I think we need Devilsaur, maybe.
I love Devilsaur here. Yeah, Holy Water's totally fine too, but Devilsaur is so much initiative. I love that card. I think it's perfect here.
Yeah.
It's like we have nothing that costs more than 6. Oh, I really like this deck, Kelly-Dar. I think this is a really good one.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's definitely, I think I got some good information talking in the show with you, and also, I think I learned some stuff even about, though, sometimes it's just, you need a shake-up of your own thought process, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually cannot do the run with you. It turns out my brother is here from out of town, and I gotta run and go get that all figured out. But that was a lot of fun. If you decide to play, good luck with it, man, and let me know how you do.
Yeah, you don't have time to play it tomorrow, do you?
No, I work tomorrow.
That's okay, no problem. All right, man. Thanks.
Peace out, man.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, that was Kellen. You think the lizard pick really makes a difference?